Hi, welcome to Base Crafty Creations. Thanks for taking time out every day to hang out, chit chat, craft, and create with me. Today we're creating. We are doing a open collaboration that Sassy Southern NC Girl hosts, and it is called Paper Doll Project 25. We are on April, so these are the ones that I've created so far. And I have all these images that I've cut out of magazines of different persons in different walks of life kind of thing. So what I'm doing is I've got enough to fill my book here, and I was looking for a project to do that with, and then Jennifer, Sassy Southern NC Girl, decided to do the paper doll project, which works perfectly for what I'm doing. So we have January was the Queen of Craft, and then February I chose the baker, and then March was the broody guy. And we're on April. So for April, I chose Miss Drew. I love the colors that she has, and they scream spring to me. So I thought that's what we would do. And I need to open this back up. It's not going to sit right. So I grabbed a bunch of different things that I thought would look nice with Miss Drew here. And this one here, all things are possible with God. Really beautiful. When I think about my camera. There we go. I think I hit it with my head. I've got this beautiful yarn trim. And then I've got this beautiful ribbon trim. Some pretty background papers. So I was thinking those would go on there somehow. I have this beautiful fibrous purple paper that is all little scraps, and then this pink one has a torn edge, so I thought I would use that as well. Then this pink one here. I'm using a lot of scraps. These two were inked already. That's the only inking that I'm going to add to the page. And then I've got some feathers I thought would look really pretty, and they're in that gorgeous pinky color. And then I'm going to add a couple of sprigs of these little lavender looking ones. So I thought those would be fun too. I always like to lay out how I'm going to work my page first, kind of thing. So I was thinking down here with them, and then these would be spread throughout. Maybe have some down under or over like this kind of. Down here, maybe like that. Then the chair would be like sitting there kind of thing. And then we have that gorgeous frame. That, and then we've got these. We can tuck like somewhere there. So I think it's a good starting point. So I'm just going to slide everything off, and we'll go from there. I'm using my hot glue gun today. I wasn't going to. I was going to use regular glue, but I love the quickness of hot glue. And when you don't have foam tape, I haven't bought some in a while. You don't have foam tape, it's easier to use hot glue, because you can take, and I'm going to show you on this, go over where you want your hot glue. You're like you would normally put foam on there. So do that and set it aside and come back to it. And it will give us our layers that we need when we get in there with our furniture pieces and stuff. So I want her there, but let's add a little bit of this behind her. We'll go like that, a little bit behind her. Grab a couple more scraps here. I want to get them, make sure they're almost the same size for this project. There we go. And now we're going to put our pink, actually let's do purple layer first. Yeah, I think I'm going to do purple. I'm going to do a purple layer on the back. And I know I'm going to end up covering some of it, but that's okay. Apparently I have 2 here. And we've got 1 more, which that worked out really well, doing that. And you can see the hot glue kind of changed it a little bit, so it brings in that purple. Let's add a layer here, because I want to have it stick up just a little bit. And then our pink layer is going to be the flat one. So we're going to go right across there with that pink layer. And then I'm going to set that one aside. Okay, I want this fuzzy pink, I think, over here maybe. Kind of like go around the page. So let's do the top first. I'm going to tuck it. Not going to touch it with my fingers this time. Use my Tunison hook. And then we'll go down this way, kind of like creating a page trim. But we're not touching it this time. We're going to let this do all the work so we don't burn our fingers. There we go. Go right across that. Not sure how much I have to go across. Will it go across the whole page? It will almost go across the whole page. But that's okay. It looks pretty. And we've got this pretty trim here too. I think maybe there. And I'm okay if it's gonna hang out. So we'll kind of like add it to that divider. I'm okay if it kind of hangs out of the book. I think I will add some texture to the book. I'm not putting my finger on that because I learned my lesson last time. I burnt it. Okay, next is going to be Miss Drew here. And she kind of works right there, doesn't she? Kind of like tucks into that. Alright, next is going to be this layer. And what we want to do is get that on there. Before I do that though, I'm going to drop these down over here. I think we'll have them coming out from the bottom, like there maybe. So let's glue them down. Pop them in their spot there. And then we'll pop that paper down on top of them. Kind of tuck it underneath there. Get that to tuck. There we go. And I know it's not gonna sit still or close flat, but that's okay. I'm alright with that. Add that one there. Add that one there. And we're putting our chair in, but before we do our chair, we need to go around the whole thing because I want to have it layered. So we need to add that glue and then set it aside for a moment to dry. So this was our background frame here. And we're going to go ahead and add glue right on top of where we already put it. And it's going to create that layered look that we want. Over here. With a little bit of that peeking out, which I wanted. I probably should have cut the frame down so it was just this part. Can I do that? Because it's really big. I think I might be able to. I don't think my glue is completely dried. Let's see. Sometimes it doesn't work out the way we want it to. It might peel a little bit, but happy accident, right? I think we can work with what's peeling off though. I think we'll be able to work with that. We'll just remove all this excess off of there. We'll be able to work with it. We can do it. The frame is just way too big for my liking. So I'm going to cut that big white part off. I should have tested it first. There we go. So we're just gonna pop a couple of dabs of glue on there and we'll put our feathers there. Right? Add some feathers to it. That will look good. Put this base down. I like it. I like it. I wasn't sure if I was going to. I do like it. I think it's pretty. We got one feather left to add. Let's put it here. Kind of tuck it in. And then I don't want the feathers to stick up so much. So we're going to put some glue down. And we're going to help them stick where I want them to stick. Before we move any further, I'm just going to stick them down where we kind of want them to stick. So that they're not obstructing our page as much. That one can go on there. Tuna hook is also great for catching the strings from the glue. There we go. That looks so much better. All right. Now we're going to come in with this one. That came off. And I kind of wanted that on an angle, so let's angle it that way instead. We have all of our feathers done. Let's put a little bit of the purple down here in the center since we have it. I have those little bits. Oh, that one wanted to go there apparently. The little bits, that's gonna hang really pretty. Okay, one little bit more purple, I think. Just to add it in the, cover that little splotch we got going on right there. And I think maybe I have pink wax seal that will fit right there. Then we'll tie it in really pretty, right? Hot glue helps with putting that on there, doesn't it? That worked out pretty good. That looks pretty. All right, let's add our hot glue to our chair here. I'm gonna go right back over where we had it. We might need to do one more layer of it because that is really thick. So we're gonna have to let that sit for a moment. While we do that, let's fidget with these flowers here because we want them to lay a little bit flat. I don't want them hanging about. I don't want them being mischievous. I want it to curve a little bit. So like that. That looks pretty, right? Yeah, I like that. It's like she's walking through the spring garden. If those pieces will stay still, I think maybe a cabochon will go in there. I was gifted these ones. Let's take a look and see if we have one that will fit right there while our glue dries. I'm looking for a round one. Pink or purple would be nice. That one's a little small, but the green on those would pull out the green on her dress piece there. And then we have a purple. Again, it's really small. Maybe a flower. Maybe a flower, but I like those. Let's see if we have one in here. I am going to commit to these. And because they are the metallic kind, we can't scratch off the back to help stick the glue down. And let's do one more layer of glue on this, because, oh, it's going to cover that. I spent all that time doing it, and now I don't want to cover that. Maybe we can get, I don't want to cover that saying, because I want that in there. All that time. We want that in there. I have to peel that up off of her. Come on, peel off. Placement on these. There we go. That will work like that. Okay with it. So we'll just add that glue on that, and we will tuck it underneath. Make sure we get in there, because we don't want to have that staying there. I'll put that flower like that. And then we'll glue it down over that part we ripped. It'll work. Look at that. That worked out. Gotta hold that glue till it dries though. Okay, back to the flower. Let's see. We have some pink ones. Oh, there's a pink one right here. I think that'll be too much pink. But we can put it up there since that lavender one doesn't want to stay. We'll just pop that up there. That looks actually quite pretty. Do we have another one? Not like that. But we do have this. That could be pretty. It fits in there, but it's kind of big. It's really big. Let's try this one. Do I have a lighter pink? That one's pretty. Oh, that one's perfect. Do we have a darker pink? Darker pink. There we go. That one works perfect. Right inside our wax melt. And I think I kind of want to use a couple more of these. Oh, there's a purple one. Oh, that works. Do I have more of those? I have a couple of shades of purple and a pink. We could do a cluster. That would look pretty. Okay. Little purple rose right there. Another purple rose right there. That one? No. Let's stick with the purple. Like that. That looks good. I like it. I think we're done. I think that looks really nice. I'm happy with it. What do you think? Very pretty. Get those glue strings off of there and it won't be so bad. And I only inked up that tiny little piece here and here. That's all the ink we have on here. And we didn't stamp anything either this time. I love all the different textures, the flowers and the feathers and the trims here and here and here. Very, very pretty. I'm going to thank Jen for hosting this collaboration. I really enjoyed it. And I will link her channel down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.